I like it.
Great song, great show, and the host of that show, of course, Simon Townsend. He's on the phone right now. Hello, Simon. Oh, no, sorry, it's the singer of the song. It's John St. Peeters. Hello, John.
Hi, Gav and Simon.
How you doing?
Let me just say,
What?
mate, I'm great. How lucky am I?
What?
With a cup of coffee at St. Leonard's at the beach house.
Oh,
With
nice.
on the other end of the line, Simon Owens and Gavin Wood, who probably know more about me than I know about myself.
Well, John, where are you down at the holiday house at St. Leonard's, is it? Is that the big white building right on the corner
with
there?
the lion head in the front.
With
Yeah,
the
it's got a
lion head in the
head.
front and the four
and the
stories
waterfall.
and the waterfall and the music's been good
And
for
the
you, John.
kitchen, and the kitchen in the garage, Gav.
Oh, in the garage. Your parents are proud of you.
You're a champ.
You've had a great career. You were on Countdown, you hosted Countdown, and you had a great song, which I still love today, So Many Ways.
I remember it well.
No.
Every time we do a show, they all sing along to Wonderworld in so many ways. They've both got that catchy chorus. So it's a great feeling, mate.
Let's get to that big song. A big song now that you do all these corporate shows. I saw one up in Cairns that you did, one on Hamilton Island. You do these huge corporate shows. Big song from John St. Peeters, So Many Ways. So, mate, tell me, after all that success, and then you go to Las Vegas and you fill in for Wayne Newton. Tell me about, because no one in Australia's ever done that. A main act on the strip, and you're filling in for him. No one in Australia's done that. Human Nature had their own show, of course, but that's now. But you broke down the doors for everybody to do that. So well done, mate.
Well, look, thank you. It was an incredible buzz. I took members of my band, and then I used the Sheena Easton band. You know, it was just, I remember Teresa and my wife and I were in the car on the way to the casino, to the Stardust. You know, she's looking at the billboards and she says, oh, well, Pavarotti's going to be on.
Fantastic.
And she goes, and you're up there too, John. And I went, yeah, come on, honey. She said, I hate being stir me. And next thing there it was, and oh my God, I just couldn't believe it.
So you stopped and took 125,000 photos?
Oh, are you kidding? 125,000 plus videos and all.
Good on you.
I've got it. No. It really
It's a great
was.
achievement. You talked about when you received the call to invite you over to go and play in Vegas. How does that come about? You're just sitting at home in the holiday house, were you?
No, I wasn't. My manager was managing a bunch of guys called Manpower.
Oh, yes.
And he put them in Vegas. The next thing, I think they were there for about 6, 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, they were.
Wayne, of course, like they all do in Vegas, they take breaks. My manager then played in some stuff that I'd done in my tours. He was such a great man because when I got to Vegas, all the big boards and naming lights stuff was all impressive and it was fantastic. But when I actually got to do the first rehearsal and sound check with Sheena's band, and the stage manager comes up to me and says, okay, you're working in front of the red curtain because we can't take Mr. Newton's set down. I mean, the set was incredible. Wayne used to make his way on stage in a spaceship. The spaceship used to land on stage, right? So they said, your band's going to be behind the curtain and you're going to be working in front of the curtain.
It's got Spinal Tap written all over it, hasn't it?
And I freaked out. But Wayne found out. He said, take everything off that stage. He said it according to John's stage plot.
Wow.
And I will never forget.
Wow,
That's incredible.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've got your luggage ready, and I'll get it to your room just as soon as I can get it there.
Okay.
And is there anything else you need?
No.
I'll get your luggage right there, okay?
John rocks, for real. We love you, John. Woo!
He was fabulous. A lot of energy, great voice. If he comes to Vegas, he'd do fantastic.
John St. Peeters has got a lot of energy. He's a great entertainer, all-around entertainer.
It was just really a joy to see him. And I hope he can come back to Las Vegas.
And I thank the most incredible people that have been my mentors, people like Graham Kennedy.
It's the Graham Kennedy Show.
Do you remember this young gentleman who used to appear on our show with a piano accordion that was almost twice as big as himself?
And then, of course, from then, people like Ernie.
One of the best talents in Australia. He's leaving on Monday to do a tour of Europe with a very beautiful French singer called Barbara Boucher.
Yes?
She's fair-dinkum unbelievable.
That unbelievable?
She's a real hornswoggle.
She's a trumpet player, is she?
Pardon? Anyhow, let's introduce the one and only Mr. Johnson Peeters and learning how to rock and roll. Johnson Peeters.
And Mike Walsh, Don Lane,
Molly.
Highway to hell!
Good night, Australia.
Johnny Sutherland.
Welcome to Sounds. So many ways. This week's single of the week, Johnny.
And of course, Bert Newton. Bert did so much for me. I remember Bert being backstage during those performances on IMT. I was so nervous, mate, and I can honestly say I left my mark on the Channel 9 floor. And Bert was beautiful. He'd say, Johnny, just go out there and just do what you do best.
Oh.
And we remained very close and good mates. And you know, Simon, you did something that I found out. Simon, you filmed Bert. He sent me a birthday message with Patty.
Yes.
And I found out that you were the cameraman. And let me just say thank you for that, because I will treasure that for the rest of my life.
Oh, that is lovely.
Hi, John. This is Bert Newton. Sorry about the hat, but my hair is missing. Actually, it's been missing for 20 years. And I've known you for over 50 of those years. And I consider you one of the nicest people in the industry, one of the most talented, and a great friend. Oh, and by the way, I'm not alone. What about this beautiful family to wish you a happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
That, by the way, is Patti LaPiccolo.
Gav, what about our years on Countdown? Molly would have me compare the show.
Yep.
They'd throw those cue sheets in front of you.
Yeah, and you did a great job.
Your Countdown host for tonight, John St. Peters.
Hi and welcome to Countdown. Tonight on Countdown, we're talking about rock and roll, mate.
Can you ski yet? I saw you up in the slopes
Yes,
last
mate.
week.
Talking about rock and roll.
You
to a
can't
show.
ski at all. Is this the 250th show tonight?
Yes, mate.
Well, listen, thanks very much, John. Oh, here we go. So there you go. Countdown. And I thank you all out there for watching it.
It's not Molly's birthday, by the way, is it? No.
So, well, near enough.
This has been Gavin Wood. Now it's back to John St. Peters.
This is Kiss and Shandy. Good night, Australia.
John, I haven't got you on the Gavin Wood Countdown podcast yet, have I?
No, you haven't, no.
Oh,
why?
Well, no, we'll have to do it. This is the audition. Yes, we'll have to get you on the podcast, John. Now, tell me about Sir Cliff and I. You had an amazing show.
But, of course, Sir Cliff and I stars my good mate and a true legend of Oz music, Marty Roan.
Yeah.
I wear a couple of different hats. Of course, I'm still performing, but being a creative director and writing different shows, I came up with an idea that I put together for Marty, and he loved it. And, of course, this unique stage show where Marty gets up there in the first half and does his life story in an audio-visual spectacular with a live band. Mm-hmm. And then the second half comes out and he does an incredible tribute. Only Marty Roan can do it, mate. He does Cliff Richard. Absolutely perfect. I can say that because I toured with Cliff. I did 27 shows with Cliff. It's a pleasure to work with Marty. He's such a great actor.
And yeah, he is. And he also works with one of, I think in my mind, the best Elvis impersonator in the world.
Elvis King of the World show, which is another one that I created, features the incomparable Mark Andrew as Elvis in the biggest Elvis concert ever staged with over 100 musicians and singers.
Was that in August?
That's August 14 at Hamer Hall.
Elvis, King of the World, the final encore. Mark Andrew as Elvis. The biggest Elvis concert ever staged in the entire world. One show only in Australia.
People purchase tickets now?
They sure can, mate.
One hell of a show.
We can only do one. It's just too big to take on tour.
It's good to have people back out and performing. You'd be very happy with that, I'd imagine, John.
Oh, very happy is not the word, Simon. Let me tell you. You kind of get sick of performing in front of the mirror.
You've been doing that all your life. Come on.
You know, I love feeding you, Gav. Mate, you're like a fish.
Mate, I'm loving the food you're giving me. I really do. Now, time is against us. We have to fly, but it has been just delightful chatting to you. We've had comments coming through saying he has the best laugh. Yeah. It is magnificent. Now you're one of the legends of the Southern Land. Name the other three.
Oh, let me just say, what a pleasure recording with Swanee, Ray Burgess, Marty Roan, and of course the one, the only, Tommy Emmanuel, and myself. That is just a dream come true. That song dedicated to all Australians.
Johnson Peeters, thank you, buddy.
You're a champ. Thank you, Simon, and thank you, Gav.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, mate.